Hey everyone, welcome back to the AWESMR Pop channel. This is one of my favorite sounds in the world. That sizzling sound is divine. And today we're going to be making something that looks scrumptious on the outside and beautiful on the inside. And when I say beautiful, you better believe it's beautiful. Here's a quick preview. Woo-wee! We're making hot Cheeto rainbow Mozzie sticks today. We've been doing too many sweet treats, so we decided to switch it up a bit. But before we jump into it, if you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss any awesome videos. To make this delicious appetizer, you'll need a lot of mozzarella cheese. As you can see, I got the family size. Now let's grab a handful of mozzarella and put it into a bowl. Now we're gonna melt this in the microwave, do 15-second intervals until it completely melts. Since we are making a rainbow filling, we're going to be making different colors. Let's start by adding red food coloring. So once you get your cheese melted, it's actually not going to be runny. As it starts to cool, it should feel more like dough. So if you have that consistency, you're on the right track. Now let's put our cheese in an ice cube tray. You don't really need this specific tray if you don't have it, just anything to hold the cheese together while it hardens in the fridge. Alright, now let's melt more cheese to make a different color. This time we'll make orange cheese. Mix it up a bit. Now I'm going to put it in the microwave. Treat this part like you're kneading dough. That's the best way to explain it. Make sure the color spreads all around. Perfect. Now let's put this in the ice cube tray as well. Alright, I'll show myself making yellow cheese and then I'll speed it up a bit since you probably get the picture by now. Oh, I recommend putting in the food coloring before heating the cheese up. Stir the color around a bit and it'll be better. Now let's store the yellow cheese in the ice tray. Okay, now let's add green. Here's the blue cheese. This looks pretty crazy, huh? And here's the purple cheese. Now we have to put this in the fridge until the cheese hardens. I'd say about a few hours. You can leave it overnight if you want to be safe. Alright, here are all the ingredients needed to make Mozzie sticks. You'll need flour, no specific measurement, just enough to coat the cheese. You'll also need 3 eggs, a bag of hot Cheetos. This is my favorite one because it has a kick. But if you don't like spicy, use regular Cheetos. And instead of breadcrumbs, we're going to be using white bread. Alright, let's start by tearing a slice of bread and putting it into a blender. I'm using a magic bullet, but any food processor or mixer works for this as well. Now let's grind this up until we get breadcrumbs. That looks pretty good. Let's add a cup of breadcrumbs into this bowl. By the way, you can just buy breadcrumbs too if you like, but I actually prefer using the white bread for this. Now we need to add 1 more cup. Perfect. Now let's grind up some hot Cheetos. Oh, little tip. You want to make sure the breadcrumbs and Cheeto crumbs have a thick texture, so don't grind them up too much. Fine powder won't really work as well. Now let's add a cup of hot Cheeto powder into the same bowl. And we need 1 more cup. Now let's mix this up. Alright, and look at our beautiful crumb mix. This looks so pretty, huh? Now let's crack some eggs. 3 to be exact. Let's also add 2 tablespoons of water. Okay, now let's beat the eggs. Once your eggs look like this, you can stop mixing. Now let's go back to our cheese. Just took them out of the fridge. They're completely hardened. As you can see, now we have colorful cheese cubes. And this is exactly what you want. Give me a second while I take all the cubes out. Okay, now we're gonna cut each cheese into smaller cubes. Cut it in half again. Slice a little more. Perfect. These are the cubes you want. Now give me a second while I do it for the other colors. There we go. These are slightly larger than sugar cubes, but you want it to be somewhere around there. Now have one of each color side by side, and poke a skewer stick through all the colors. There we go. The skewer sticks are really helpful because it saves you a lot of time. Imagine doing each cube individually. Plus, it's less messy too. Make sure you get enough flour. Now let's twirl this around in the egg bowl. Make sure you don't miss any spots. Okay, now let's roll this around the crumble. By the way, if your coating looks a little thin, or if you want your mozzie sticks to be thicker, feel free to repeat the last 2 steps again. Alright, that looks pretty good. And when you place your mozzie sticks on the baking pan, you can remove the skewer sticks as well. Now I'm going to make a few more. Perfect! So looking at it again, I felt like the cheese would gush out with just one layer, so I'm gonna do another round of coating. Get this a little thicker. There we go. Let's do one more. So yeah, this part your hands will get a little messy, but trust me, it'll all be worth it. Woo, look at this thick coating. That looks beautiful. Alright, got our second coating all finished. Now let's throw this in the freezer for 2 hours. Alright, now we're ready to fry. You can check to see if the oil is hot enough by throwing a few breadcrumbs into the oil. If it sizzles while hitting the bottom and then floats up, your oil is at perfect temp. Now I'm going to start by frying 1/2. You want to fry them for about 3 minutes. If you end up only using 1 coat, fry for about a minute. Also, if your oil is not as deep like mine, make sure you fry both sides to get a nice crispy texture. Now enjoy this frying ASMR for a bit, and then we'll do a taste test. Okay, we have to let our mozzie sticks cool on a paper towel, plus it'll absorb some of the excess oil as well. Now you don't want to cool these too much or else the cheese will harden a bit. You still want to eat them while they're hot. Duh. Let me slice this open for you. And if you did it properly, you should have this rainbow cheese oozing out. Ooh. By the way, if you want to make these mozzie sticks even gooier and cheesier, just make larger cubes. Let me break a little piece off. Woo, look at that. Oh my god, that's amazing. It's crunchy, it's cheesy. Oh man, this is good. I'm gonna feast right now. I'm so happy. Please give this a try. AWESMR Pop fans, thank you so much for watching. We can't do this without you. If you're new to the channel and became a fan, click that subscribe button for more awesome stuff. And if you want to be the first person to watch our next video, hit that notification bell to have a chance. See ya!